Saturn is one of the most enigmatic and profound symbols in astrology, mythology, and spirituality. Known as the planet of discipline, time, and structure, Saturn represents the boundaries that shape our lives and the lessons that help us grow. In this video, we'll explore the symbolism of Saturn in depth, from its mythological origins to its astrological significance. We'll uncover how Saturn teaches us about responsibility, resilience, and mastery. Whether you view Saturn as a stern teacher or a wise guide, its influence is undeniable. So let's dive into the symbolism of Saturn and discover its role in our lives. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in our solar system. Its defining feature, the iconic ring system, makes it an iconic symbol of boundaries and limitations. The rings of Saturn symbolize the constraints that shape and design us, or should I say define us, my apologies, such as societal rules, personal discipline and natural laws. Saturn's slow orbit around the Sun, which takes 30 years more or less, mirrors its association with patience, long-term growth, and cycles of maturity. As a gas giant, Saturn symbolizes stability and structure, embodying the enduring foundations upon which we build our lives. These characteristics make Saturn a planetary archetype of discipline, responsibility, and endurance. Saturn is often associated with the element of Earth, reflecting its grounding and stabilizing energy. Saturn's earthly energy helps us stay connected to reality, focusing on practical goals and responsibilities. Earth symbolizes the physical structures, both literal and metaphorical, that support life, aligning with Saturn's themes of order and stability. Like a seed growing in soil, Saturn reminds us that effort and patience lead to meaningful growth. This connection to Earth highlights Saturn's role as a teacher of practical wisdom and perseverance. Now, in mythology, Saturn is associated with the Roman god Saturnus, the god of time, agriculture, and renewal. The Greek counterpart to Saturn, Kronos, is the god of time, and that interlinks with the idea of you having a chronological watch and so forth. Kronos is often depicted as devouring his children, as we can see on the presentation before you, a symbol of time's inevitable consumption of all things. As a god of agriculture, Saturn represents cycles of sowing and reaping, embodying the idea that hard work leads to eventual reward. The Roman festival of Saturnalia celebrated the loosening of societal structures, highlighting the duality of Saturn as both a stern enforcer and the bringer of renewal. These myths reveal Saturn's dual nature as a figure of both limitation and liberation. In astrology, Saturn is known as the great teacher or taskmaster, representing discipline, responsibility, and karmic lessons. Saturn governs the structures that support growth, from personal discipline to societal institutions. It teaches us to work within boundaries, whether they are time, resource, or personal abilities. It teaches about mastery and achievement. Saturn rewards perseverance and effort, offering mastery and long-term success to those willing to endure its tests. And finally, Saturn teaches us about karma and lessons. Often associated with karma, Saturn represents the lessons we must learn to grow and evolve. Saturn rules Capricorn and co-rules Aquarius, linking it to ambition, innovation, and the balance between tradition and progress. A significant astrological event associated with Saturn is the Saturn return, which occurs roughly every 29.5 years when Saturn returns to the position it occupied at your birth. So the first return, when an individual is within the ages of 28 to 30, marks a transition to adulthood, often accompanied by career shifts, relationship changes, and a deeper sense of responsibility. The second return, from the ages of 57 to 60, is often a time of reflection and legacy building, focusing on the impact of one's life and work. And the third return, between the ages of 86 to 88, is a time of wisdom and acceptance, symbolizing a culmination of life's lessons. The Saturn return is a powerful symbol of growth, maturity, and self-discovery. Saturn's astrological glyph is a cross placed above a crescent, often interpreted as the triumph of matter over spirit. The cross of matter represents structure, discipline, and the tangible world, whereas the crescent of soul symbolizes the emotional and spiritual lessons we encounter through Saturn's influence. A combination of the two reflects Saturn's role as a bridge between the material and spiritual, teaching us to integrate these realms. In relationships, Saturn's influence encourages commitment, responsibility, and enduring connections. Regarding commitment, Saturn fosters long-term bonds based on trust, stability, and shared effort. Whereas in lessons of love, it often brings challenges that teach us about boundaries, patience, and self-awareness in relationships. Regarding growing together, Saturn rewards relationships that endure through trials, emphasizing the value of resilience and mutual support. Understanding Saturn's role in relationships can help us navigate challenges and build meaningful connections. Now let's talk about art and culture. Saturn's themes of time, discipline, and mortality have inspired countless artistic and cultural expressions. In art, paintings like Francisco Goya's Saturn devouring his son depict the darker aspects of Saturn's symbolism, such as the passage of time and its consequences. Whereas in literature, works like Shakespeare's King Lear explore Saturnian themes of wisdom gained through suffering and reflection. In music, Saturn is celebrated in Gustav Holst's The Planet Suite as the bringer of old age, evoking its themes of time and maturity. These cultural representations emphasize Saturn's profound influence on the human experience. What can we learn from Saturn's symbolism? Well, first and foremost, to embrace discipline, as Saturn teaches us that structure and responsibility are essential for growth and success. To honor time. It reminds us of the value of patience and the inevitability of cycles, encouraging us to make the most of every moment. To learn from challenges, as Saturn's lessons may be difficult, but they lead to wisdom, resilience, and mastery. And to build for the long term, whether in relationships, careers, or personal goals, Saturn urges us to create lasting foundations. By embracing Saturn's teachings, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. Now, in today's world, Saturn symbolizes the structures and systems that shape society, such as responsibility and sustainability. Saturn's influence inspires us to address global challenges with discipline and foresight. In personal and professional contexts, Saturn represents the value of hard work and long-term planning, and Saturn reminds us of humanity's ability to endure and adapt through trials and tribulations, so resilience is a key factor here. Saturn's lessons are relevant as ever, guiding us towards a more grounded and responsible way of life. So, to conclude, Saturn is a symbol of discipline, time, and the profound lessons that shape our lives. Its energy challenges us to grow, endure, and strive for mastery, offering wisdom and stability in return. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Saturn's symbolism. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the symbols that shape our world. And remember, like Saturn, you have the strength to face challenges, embrace growth, and build a life of enduring meaning and purpose. Until next time, stay grounded, resilient, and honor the wisdom of Saturn. Thank you.